Well, good morning, everybody. This is DearMamaSal, and the word of the day would be ho-hum. Hi, everybody. This is DearMamaSal, and I'm back with you again. I said that the word of the day would be ho-hum because it's been a strange week. For those of you who don't know, I am struggling with the early days of being diagnosed with diabetes, and that requires a lot of adjustment of your diet, of your thinking, of your exercise program or lack thereof. It requires that you look at everything, and I have to say that this week was slightly more difficult for me, which is surprising because I knew what I needed to do, but I was having a problem that I could keep control pretty well all day, and then it would get to midnight and suddenly something was happening to me where, boy, did I need sugar. And the interesting thing is I have absolutely no reason to beat up on myself because officially I haven't been told what to do yet. But you and I both know that I know better than that. I've been doing a lot of research. I know roughly what I have to do. I wanted to know that before I went so that I wasn't shocked by what they told me. But the reason that I'm sort of ho-hum with myself is like, really? I've managed to keep my carbs down into the low 40s for the week, and I'm beating up on myself because I had a sugar thing. That's not fair on me, and that's not going to really keep me where I need to be. The difficulty with this whole thing is you have to cut out your sugars, but then suddenly your body's calling for sugar, and that makes it very difficult. So what I've been doing is to keep my sugary snacks, i.e. fruit, those sort of things, I'm keeping those until late in the day, so that when I get that rush, which I seem to get, I can go and have fruit, and that will add the sugars in that. Oh, I hope I'm doing the right thing. I'll find out, that's for sure. But I want to tell you something. It's a roller coaster of emotion, and at one stage this week, I can be quite honest with you, I said to myself, this is like trying to give up cigarettes. And it was that feeling like, oh gosh. But I'm not going to quit on myself because the alternative is not good. So this is not a choice I want to make, it's a choice I have to make. So ho-hum, because I actually did really well, considering. I didn't quit, I just let it be one bad day, and it turned out to be not that bad by comparison. There are people out doing strange things, and then there was one nice lady. Anyway, so difficult week for me. So I would imagine that tomorrow I'm probably going to get a call to come in and discuss the results from my last blood test, and that's fine. I'll learn a lot more in the coming weeks. I'll find out what they really want me to do as opposed to what I want to do. And alright, the other thing I wanted to tell you was that the 2 pounds I took off, I put back on again just in a couple of days when I actually celebrated Christmas, which was later than Christmas. But on the good side, I haven't weighed myself today, but I did take 1 more pound off again. So, you know, I had hoped to be in a better position. You know, listen to me, right? I really am quite angry with myself because I've taken off weight overall over Christmas. I never, you know, I normally put on 7 pounds, and I'm still feeling disappointed with myself. So I wonder if any of you relate to this, where you actually shoot yourself in the foot before you ever begin. And I wanted to make sure I told you that I do this sort of thing, because I think at times you think I've got this all under control, and I haven't. I fight these decisions every day, and decisions like this every day. And so I will have a slightly better view on this when I get home. Now, the reason for that is because I woke up this morning without any milk, and therefore I had to drink coffee without milk, and I didn't like the taste of it. And so I had to wait until I went and picked up my shopping, which I've just done, so that I could have milk in my coffee. I'll be much better after that. It's no wonder I'm grouchy this morning. However, I'm not really as grouchy as I sound. I just wanted to make sure that you understand that this isn't easy, and I don't want to pretend that it is. But on the other hand, it's doable. It's just a change of thinking and planning. I really was proud of myself yesterday, although it took far longer than I wanted it to. I literally went into the kitchen and I pre-prepped 3 days worth of food. And of course I will have the meal, my Sunday meal tonight. But after that I've got a week's worth of, 3 days worth of food. Breakfast, lunches, dinners, snacks already prepared. I do it 3 days at a time because I find that works. You know, you're dealing with food that's not sitting in containers too long. So wish me luck here. Now, so what do I need to change my view today? 2x4 over the head. No, really, it's just like I am so grateful that they found this out, I guess, is something to be grateful for. I knew there was something wrong, and I think you all knew that I knew there was something going wrong in my body, but I couldn't work out what it was. And this might be it. It might not. But it might be it. And if it is it, then wouldn't that be wonderful that the only thing I have to do is change my diet? You know, I can look at it from a very positive point of view. So, of course, I have to wonder whether I'm going to have to do the pricky thing of my, to prick my hand and find out what my blood sugars are. I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to do that. I'm not brave. But if that's what I have to do, then that's what I will do. I found it interesting. I saw a very interesting thing on Twitter today, and it said, you know, why do I, you know, it was a meme, and it said, you know, why do you make such a big deal about diabetes? and it said the alternative is I die, you know. So, yeah, I think in life, you know, we have to sort of be aware of these things. And be aware that, you know, we have to deal with some things that aren't easy. And that doesn't make our life bad. It just makes our life complete. There's never just good stuff that comes down from my experience. You know, we get a little bit of both. And if you can see the bright side of the bad stuff, then boy, you know, your life is a lot happier. And that's why I say I'll feel a lot better once I've had coffee. I do know that. And had breakfast. So And maybe this is part of what's wrong with me. I'm not eating well enough when I should. But I had to go and get the groceries because there's a time slot that I have to pick it up in. And yes, my having breakfast was more important than being late for that, but I'll learn that one. So everybody, be gentle with yourselves even when you have a bad day, because it's not a bad day. It's just a day. And that's all that it is. It's not a bad day, it's just a day. And we're all going to have days. It's a DearMamaSal thing. Look after one another, but as usual, please look after yourself. You're the most important person to look after. Bye-bye for now.